This is a 57-kilo matchup between Alex Valyandis in the blue corner and John Shink in the red corner. I'm Ian M16 Butlin, and now I'm sat here with my partner for the evening, Jamie the Haymaker Hay.
It's always good to be with you, Ian. Good
and
fights.
Also with you.
We've seen some good fights from tonight on ice, but John Shink we seen not long ago, didn't we, mate?
Well, certainly did. We saw his opponent earlier on this evening. What a fight they had back on Shinobi.
That was a superb fight, very good wrestler, and there we go, straight away into it.
The great thing with these lighter weight guys is it is just backwards and forwards action. They're so fast.
He's got to watch his neck though there. He's caught him, but it's a good trip, and he's worked it out into side control, half guard now.
Yeah, he did manage to pass on the way down, but he's got himself back into the guard.
Yeah, when we seen him against Steve Rogers, he was very tough, wasn't he? Very resilient, really good wrestling, and came out just about on top in every round.
Certainly, and we saw earlier on how strong Steve Rogers is. So it was good for him, to see him dominate someone like that. It wasn't so much a domination, but definitely a clear win.
Oh, yeah, he definitely was. I mean, Shink is a very tough guy. He's a strong 57-kilogram fighter as well. So let's see what he can do here against an extremely tough Valyandis. He's in the top position where we thought he may start off.
Yeah, certainly, if he can get all the hook in, he might have got the back there. Can he stretch him out?
Now, from what we've seen in his last fight, he struggled to finish a couple of times. However, was very dominant going for the finishes.
He did. He just seemed to rush the positions a little bit. He didn't quite get that finish. Here again, look at that. He's flattening him out.
See, but I feel he's doing the same thing again, where he's rushing everything through. He's trying to get the fast pace.
I agree, just not quite getting the solidifying the position before he goes. And that's got his ended up in guard.
And we've seen some great stuff from the IPC boys, haven't we, tonight? And Alex Valyandis is very, very good as well.
Certainly, I mean, skill-wise, they've had some of the best guys for submission wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, so far Shink looks the much stronger of the two. Which again, he looked in his last fight, didn't he? A very strong 57-kilogram.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing the pace. He's the one making the moves. Again, another takedown.
Some superb wrestling. Really nice takedowns. The way he works that trip every time, it's superb, isn't it?
It certainly is. I'd like to see him working some more strikes once he gets into these positions. Even here could start. Yeah, that's better. Start to work strikes to the body, strikes to the head, mix it up. Jumps over to a high mount. Can he hold the position? That was our criticism of it, or could we say, was that he wasn't holding positions. Now look at this, he's solidified the back position here.
Yeah.
Looking for that rear naked choke. His time's running out in the round.
He's had a very good round so far, John Shink. I mean, you could even call that a 10-8 round, the way he dominated it. I mean, Valyandis did nothing back to him at all throughout that fight so far.
That was at least a 10-9 round to John Shink.
We're seeing the same sort of thing last time, where he came with, velocity and power, and he worked at extremely quick pace, and he outpaced Steve Rogers, didn't he, last time? That was what it was.
Yeah, so it certainly was, and like I said, our criticism was the way he was holding position, but there, as we saw in that round, he's a little bit more controlled than he was the last time we saw him.
Yeah, he was. Absolutely. Do you know when we were talking before about Aaron Aby was mentioned before?
Yeah, certainly.
And now this would be a perfect fight for Aaron Aby. Someone as quick as this.
Very much
where
so.
Aby could really put his skills together and fight someone as good as this. I mean, obviously Aby's just turned pro now, and it'd be a great fight to see.
Yeah, it certainly would. No, I mean, these smaller guys have some great matches to be made.
It's becoming...
If you know a good sort of promoter matchmaker yourself, we could start to get these fights on.
Yeah, I think I know one. Tom Blackledge, is he called?
Yeah, that's him.
No, some great work from Tom Blackledge tonight with some unbelievable fights here.
Yeah, certainly. We're a very, very evenly matched card so far.
So let's see what Shink can do in this round. I mean, he looks like he's outpacing his opponent so far, and he looks like, you know, he's very, very quick. He's got some great takedowns.
Look at that, straight, gets the takedown, trying to get the hook in, he's settled down to the side.
When we talked about him last time, though, we just said he lacked that finish.
That's right.
Let's see if he's learned from it. But at the minute, it looks exactly the same fight as the first one we've seen of him.
I think so, but there was a few times that first round where he was showing glimpses of more control, you know, holding the positions. See, that's why I want to see more strikes. Set up your moves with strikes. Set up your positions. He tried to roll back there out of position. It's just the first time we're going to see Alex maybe dominating a position.
See, for me, I think Rogers in the first fight they had pushed him a little bit more when he was on his back. That's where you need to try and get him. That's where he flails a little bit, and you can beat Shink on the back, or you can score points at least. So he's doing the right thing here.
Getting back to his feet though, is he?
And there we go. Transition straight into side control.
You saw like 3/4 past there.
Going for some big shots though, Ian.
He is. He needs to be very careful with the up kick. You know, it's a risky position, but I like the way he's taking that risk. He's firing those big shots in.
Neon Bellis a step straight across, and because his opponent turned away there, he ends up on the back.
Oh, he's looking for the triangle.
Oh, and he's got it. And he's got it.
Can he control the head? He needs to control the head.
So you see quite a lot of hooking the leg from here, and then pulling their own leg through, and he seems to be...
maybe it looks to be trying to switch to the armbar, maybe.
See, from where he was, I wouldn't have done that myself.
Well, sir, like I said, its head control is very, very important from that position.
He's going for that triangle, though. He's really working for it.
He certainly is, pulling down the opposite shin.
There we go. It's a little bit more tight now. He needs to just get that shin right down to his
if he could
knee.
just control the head. Looking for an omoplata. Not often you see those finished in MMA. Showing a great array of skills.
Yeah, both fighters very well rounded, aren't they?
Certainly are. You know, great vocabulary of techniques.
Let's see what Shink can do here, up against the cage. So he can start dropping some shots. See, there we go. That's what you want to see.
That's exactly it. Yeah, setting up those takedowns, setting up those moves with the strikes.
Absolutely punishing him against the cage.
I'll tell you what, you are never going to see a boring John Shink fight.
No, I really don't think you will. I agree with that.
I would pay to watch him on every single card he's on. So 2 rounds up on my card.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at him. He looks fresh. He looks ready to go. I just think he's the more versatile of the two fighters. Where, you know, Valyandis, he just looks like he's a bit deflated by the fact that he's been taken down.
He's been overwhelmed, I think.
But we've seen Shink bully people before, and that's what he does. And that's, you know, the way he fought against Rogers. I personally think the Rogers fight was one hell of a fight. I mean, the way it went was back and forth, but he just had that edge, and I think he's got exactly the same in this fight.
So I'd just like to see him finishing one. You know, he gets so close to finishing. I think in his heart, I think he wants to finish one as well.
But you see with the flyweights quite a lot where they don't finish, don't you? Even in the top organisations like UFC and stuff, you see a lot of fights where they go the 5 rounds. And
what we do know is that he can go the distance and still keep the pace up. I'd just like to see him finishing. You know, it was close there to finishing the triangle. You know, close to finishing an armbar.
Oh, absolutely! Look at that. That's how you go and start a 3rd round, Ian.
Yeah. Alex showing he still means business, flying out there.
I like what Alex did there, though. He's trying to show him that he wants to stand up now. But you know what? John Shink's not playing into that game plan, is he?
Oh, look at that. No, he's not. Great work. And this time it's Alex now who's dominated. He's got the north-south position.
He has, and he's working a bit, but again, it could be too little too late unless he goes to the finish, because for me, he's 2 rounds down.
Can he hold it against the hips, the movement of Shink? And the answer to that is no.
It's like he's like battling with a snake, isn't it? Where you just can't keep hold of him.
You cannot keep him still.
The back end's moving as quick as the front, and it's
See, he's going to get the strikes here, work these strikes. Jumps mount, sorry, again.
The only thing that I can say with both fights is Shink's been pushed off a lot.
Yeah,
you know, and that seems to be, you know, but he's got a nice sit for it now.
With a fast sort of floating movement that he uses, I think maybe you do get sort of dislodged a bit. You know, he's not really a solid get in a position and stop kind of a guy. You know, he's moving, constantly moving.
He's going for a finish constantly, and that's what you like to see. You know, and as he learns through his MMA career, he will definitely get some finishes. He's guaranteed. So up against the cage now, Shink again looking dominant. Oh, it's a nice shot to the midsection there with the knee. So, a bit of a warning there from Brad Conway.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one held the fence.
I'm not really sure what happened there.
I think it was just a slightly low knee. He was checking he was okay, and he was saying, yeah, he is.
Yeah, you see he's dropping some good shots, but not the finishing shots that you want to see.
Certainly not. Oh, he's looking for the armbar. Could he pull out a win here? He's not, he's got the elbow past. That could have been a shock win there for Alex after the dominance of Shink. Showing Shink that even late on now, he's got to be wary.
See, one thing that a lot don't know now as well within the rules of MMA, when you're in an armbar position, you can actually spike your opponent as long as you're defending an armbar.
Certainly.
It's for the other person to let go, isn't it, Ian?
It's in their interest, yeah, to let go of the shot. So here we are, Shink pretty much locked in. The last 10 seconds. Can he finish with a barrage of strikes? So another great win there.
Oh, it's another superb win for John Shink. I mean, he's one hell of a fighter, and he's making waves in that 57-kilogram division, isn't he, Ian?
He certainly is one to watch, and like I said, he's someone I would pay to watch every time.
The both boxers, everybody, both fighters. Let's hear it, everyone. Big round of applause. After three toughly contested round between these 57-kilogram warriors, we go to our judges' scorecard for a decision. All three judges scored this bout 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, John Shink. Let's hear it for Alex Valyandis.